He's a fucking pain in the ass.
Language! What kind of language is that? I'll have to boot you from this thing, this live broadcast that we're on now.
Sorry for the adult language. I didn't know we were live yet.
We're live?
We are live. Live from Houston. It's Huckabus.
When's the last time we played? It was the Sleek Runaway episode. And the party returned to the port town where we met up with Erethal. He sent a runner to the castle to get a healer. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, Mort rests his miserable leg. Idril helps with the reconstruction as he can. Huckabus goes to the Silver Boar Inn, looking to find some information. Tristan joins him, along with Onyx. It's midday, the bar is pretty light in customers, because the reconstruction is well underway. Our bartender, Fenderlander, a burly, middle-aged man, scarred human, serves us some drinks. A block away, Mort awaits a priest of the Lady Shantae. Brother Toshibo comes in, helps Mordecai out with his ankle woes. He thanks him with a, "May your root vegetable always be separated." Idril and Mort have their last conversation. Dun, dun, dun! Time passes. Huck and Tristan meet a leader of a work crew. And after some rounds of ale are sent, Stornin, the carpenter, joins Huckabus and Tristan. They exchange pleasantries. He tells us what he knows about the cultists. Stornin refers to them as, quote, "those assholes in black cloaks," unquote. He goes on to tell us the cultists are opportunists that leap on any opportunity they can to cause mayhem and act somewhat as a guerrilla army. As the two party members relay their recent experiences, Stornin maintains that there are only water elementals about, but no one ever has mentioned anything of earth elementals. There are, however, mischievous fairies in the forest, as well as he recalls seeing a blue dragon on his home island as a youngster. After a long conversation, Storning suggests he can build us an elemental-proof house if we need. Idril and Mort join in for a while. We have some meals of a fine fish chowder, and then the two of them head back to their place at Erethal's, whereas Huck and Tristan stay here at the inn. Huck and Tristan then discuss their reason for being here. Huck tries to emphasize the looming invasion from the Shadowfell and the lack of passage from the Moonchase to the mainland. Idril shows us a map. Not sure how that worked. We decide we will investigate the X by the squirrel on the map. The party then goes back to settle in its respective separate locations. Somewhere in the night, whilst resting, Idril realizes there's a form establishing itself as a figure, and a fight occurs. Mordivus flees to get Huck and Tristan over at the end. We think Idril gets destroyed. Huckabus does some action hero shit and carries Mort out the window. They wind up dashing back to the house to check on Idril. Onyx turns into a sphere of light. The creature breaks down the wall, meanwhile, of their room. The creature jumps out the window after Huck and Mort. Mort checks on Idril and finds that he is totes dead. Meanwhile, a dwarf feller. We think an abjuration wizard appears. Combat ensues. We meet a magic badger. Huck kills the Huck kills the monster with a frost spell, and snowmen are made. We learn that Idril is dead. Alas, poor Idril. He claimed to know us well. We introduce ourselves to the dwarf, ask about his roots. He looks into his lineage. He's just there for some work, he claims. To have no knowledge of the genealogy that we are discussing, he is Logren. Clan Logren. His name is Fear. He looks forward to a pint. We look into the alehouse. As it is mostly destroyed, we find Onyx and Tristan. They are introduced to the dwarf. Huck wants to buy a keg of ale, and we do so. Somehow there's a freak out about crystals. This is getting more and more confusing. Meanwhile, Tristan and Onyx go in search of Idril's body. Ooh, bad editing. Idril is dead. No body, no belongings. Most of what remains of Idril appears to be pulled into the ground, as if it was something the elementals did. Hucklevis owns up to a full, I think that means purchases, mostly empty cask. The dwarf carries it out with Mort in tow. The ale is good. Later there's a chair table set up and the cask. Fear walks away. We move out with the tableau. Traditional tiefling songs are sung as the party magically floats up towards the castle. And that is something of what might have happened once on the campaign.
Did any of that make sense to anyone?
Kinda. I listened to it once before, though. That's the reason why.
Kind of.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess we're on our way back to the castle. You know, I mean, and again, we see this interesting scene of table and chairs being floated while it's enjoying this ale. Yeah. I mean, I say we just make our way back to the castle.
You hear some strange Germanic-sounding songs that go kind of "Ya ya ya ale, feast and drinking some ale," as apparently we float up.
Let me. You all answered the exact question I asked. Let me rephrase my question, if I may. At a higher level, at a more general terms, more strategic version of that same question. What are your intentions? Say, what are your goals for the short to midterm?
Get off this damn island.
Well, Hucklevis's short-term goals is to return to the castle to discuss with the king, the leader, the failure of our first expedition, and to see if there's anything he can do to aid us in continuing his campaign. However, the overriding thing is exactly what Tristan just said, which is, how can we get the heck out of here?
The other two?
So basically, get to the castle, figure out if they know like what went wrong. Was that expected? And we just didn't know what was supposed to happen to us when we got kind of rocked by all the earth elementals and well, else we fought that first time. And then eventually get back to the mainland, as it were.
Okay. All right. So, you float your way back to the keep. You're after a short wait, you're given audience with the Lord. Says, you look quite harried. What? How did you fare?
Most of us survived.
Parts of your little town down there by the port are destroyed. There was a massive incursion of some sort of elementals that did severe damage on top of the damage that the cultists already did.
Water spirits?
Nine elementals.
Yeah, earth elementals. That's nobody said is even supposed to be here. Have you ever seen an earth elemental?
Quite strange.
Yes, we spoke to one of your foremen down there, and he thought it was impossible. But I guarantee you, we have now fought off 3 of them. in recent and close to your little town down there.
That seems
Close. One was in the town.
what's
Yeah.
that?
Not even just close. One was in the town. You know that nice that nice inn near the water? Yeah, it's not really there anymore.
The Silver Boar?
I think that's what it used to be called.
Where were you when this assault occurred? Where?
Well, he looks over and
You're kind of in the thick of it.
yeah, and I was sleeping when it happened.
Interesting.
And then Onyx appears and goes, "Hey, I tried to wake him. He was deep in that sleep. But it was certainly an earth elemental. It tore through the side of the building, and was it just me, or did it look a bit bigger than the other?"
They all seem huge to Hawkins.
Yeah, I don't remember it being a lot bigger. I was doing a lot of running though, so may not have gotten the best look at it.
And I beg your forgiveness. In my haste, I hadn't even noticed that one of your members were not here. I offer my condolences.
Yeah, well, Idril knew us well, but he has passed on. Apparently, he got squished into little pieces.
Well, and then Tristan steps up again and goes, "Yeah, it seems as if he was actually consumed into the earth. There was some evidence of some of his clothing being shredded, but there's no body and no blood even. It was very strange."
It is strange. But you dealt with this elemental, you say? It is no more?
Oh, it's gone. Just as the two others that we had destroyed before.
You're sure it was two others, not the same one, returning?
9. We really don't have much experience with these things.
Yeah, nothing can be guaranteed. What do you think, Mort? Do you think that was the same ones?
I feel like we destroyed the first two. I mean, we hit them. They fell apart. You know, they didn't keep attacking us. I didn't see them. Yeah, I don't know enough about them either to know for sure, but I just assumed that they were different.
I mean, I have no reason not to believe. I was just curious, because they're not things that we see here.
No, I understand your questions. It's just that
All right.
I understand your questions. It's just as far as I know, we destroyed one, we moved on, we were attacked by another, Mort's leg was flensed, and then we came back. One of your nice heroes came and helped Mort, and then we were attacked by another that did significant damage to your little town. Can I emphasize the significant damage to your little town one more time?
Yes, I don't mean to not to belittle that point, but the damage done to this point may be nothing if these creatures are
Comparative to the damage that may come.
correct. Can you tell my captain of the guard what was effective against it? What was did they have any weaknesses that you uncovered?
It seemed like frost damage did very good work against them.
Frost damage. All right. All right.
It seemed to not like my force damage either.
So probably, more likely, as an overall, it was magic damage that did not treat the beast kindly.
Magic.
Yeah,
All right.
I didn't seem overly impressed with just my my crossbow.
So your crossbow did minimal damage in relative terms.
Yeah, it looked like it was hitting him, but just didn't really seem to slow him down much.
Very interesting.
Like shooting a crossbow at a mountain, just not real effective.
It seems as though it wouldn't be very effective here. I can very much believe that.
You pretty much were shooting a crossbow at a mountain there, buddy, Onyx says.
So you all right. And where did you encounter these creatures? One in the town, one in the town, obviously.
Right, and then I believe the second was out at who has that map?
Edo has the map.
Who has them? So we don't have a map anymore.
9.
Ugh. Well, we went to the closest of the marked areas on the map that was given to us. I hope there was another generated. And he makes a, kind of a shrug his shoulders kind of move. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'll have my men be on the lookout for that as well. I do have good news for you, though.
Do tell.
As per our agreement, we received notification that a ship should be in tomorrow. So you will have your your way off the island back to the mainland, if that is your choice.
Do you know where that ship will be sailing to?
Sailing south.
Interesting.
I don't know that it's going so far as where you'd like, but it certainly is. Sorry, Ken's brain is blanking. It's going to the big city north of Candlekeep. That Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay. So now Waterdeep, isn't that? Didn't I overhear you saying that's where you have to go there, gentlemen? Waterdeep to some library.
Candlekeep, actually, but that gets close.
Okay. Yeah, gets confusing. All those water towns seem to have the name Keep in them.
All those, yeah. Meanwhile, our liege, is there anything you need from us before we depart then?
If you could, in exchange for lodgings and food and supplies, if you would share what you can with my men tonight, any information you have available would be most helpful. On either the this new menace or the cultists that you went about.
Your cultist problem seems to be an indigenous homegrown guerrilla army that wants to just kind of make mayhem of everything.
Yes, I believe if you send your troops there, they shouldn't be much of a hassle, to tell you the truth.
Send them where?
Just to where I believe they're. I don't know exactly. I would think we've kind of searched two of the locations and they weren't there. So process elimination, third probably.
Well, as I said before, and again, you've done what you promised, so I'm not asking any more. Once we caught was simply catching them.
You've been very
I'm sure you
gracious.
know,
Been a very gracious
our
host. Thank
army
you.
travels much more slowly than a small group.
Yeah, group of 4, absolutely.
But yes, if you could just tell us what you can, that would be most helpful.
That sounds like a plan. You've been very helpful to us. Thank you very much.
Gracious. Excuse me.
I hope that I've been helpful. I appreciate your effort on our behalf. So if you need anything more from me, I'm here. If not, you may go take your rest, and
Guess we'll be off in the morning.
I hope you can find a few moments to speak with my men while you're
Certainly.
resting. But,
Absolutely, most certainly.
okay. All right. So if you would like to do anything else while you're here tonight, you're welcome to do so. If not, we can hit the fast forward button. Your call.
Certainly would like to do as the king asked. Both Onyx and Tristan would recall every bit of information they possibly could. The last thing that Tristan would like to do is just find Fear, and ask him, "Are you going to come to the mainland with us?"
Absolutely.
Are you from this island?
No, I'm from the Southland.
Oh, okay, fantastic. I mean, there's definitely more to do. Hucklefish talks of this great evil that we need to go research. So, all the better hands that we could have, the better.
Right, yeah, the demons.
Yeah, certainly a learned man such as yourself is going to be helpful in this situation.
It could be. I'm investigating the same thing.
Oh, Hucklefish hopefully is in the background and arches a eyebrow and or a horn and says, oh, what do you know about this then?
Not a whole lot, except for something about rifts and demons, and they've been appearing.
Right. Okay, well, very interesting. I look forward to hearing more.
So you said they've already been appearing?
Sure.
Well, Hogwarts and I, we saw one, but it's complicated. Apparently the one that we saw is no longer there. It has never been there. One might be there at some point.
Yeah, it's the way of the world.
Is it?
The world comes into being, the other one leaves. Yeah, you study magic like I have. This kind of thing happens all the time.
Yes, he's actually quite right, being up in the Elysium and such. It's interesting what you see from so far away. There's more
It happens all
monsters
the
and
time.
demons than you think.
Hucklefish nodding. Because it seems to happen. Because it seems to happen all the time.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll take y'all on it.
Yeah, and then we just take our rest, and Tristan and would go take his rest. Onyx taking watch as usual for him.
So you communicate, talk to the leaders of the army here, kind of tell them what you know as best you can.
Yep.
You have a very nice dinner, flowing with whatever beverages and that you would like, and in whatever quantities you desire.
And there's potatoes, I'm assuming, right?
There are potatoes, yes.
Okay.
There are also radishes in a different bowl.
Right, because they can't be
Carrots,
mixed.
get another bowl.
Tristan's definitely coming along on that idea.
There's a great fatted boar has been placed whole upon the great table. You buy and rip off whatever hunk you choose. There are a great number of fruited tarts. Not that kind of tart, before anybody thinks. For dessert, you have your fill and are quite satisfied. Was anyone blooded and wounded and gored?
I honestly have no idea.
I was down 2 hit points.
Let me. I tell you, I'll make this easy. You're restored to your to full health.
Everybody is restored to their former glory.
Yes, via the machinations of Lady Shantaea's followers. After a bit of revelry, including some folk singing by the local bard, you retire to your rooms and does that do anything other than go to sleep?
So I think, I guess making sure, are we all? I just want to figure out where everyone's room is, so that if something happens, I'll know where to run to, like, the quickest way to get to everyone's room.
You each you have a block of 4 rooms, which are 2 on each side of the hall, right across from each other.
Okay.
And Onyx definitely. I have him serve watch outside. I have him serve watch near the door rather than near my bed. Usually he just kind of perched near the bed, but I want him to be more near the door so he can hear what's going on, around the area as well, so that we make sure we're good.
You have the most comfortable beds you've been in quite some time, including sleeping at your friend's house or in the Silver Boar. You all managed to drift off quite easily. And everyone needs to roll for me a Constitution check, not a save.
$22 for fear.
It's a 5 for Mort.
We got 12 for Mr. Tristan. Is Onyx in on that as well, or no?
Onyx, fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Huck got a 9.
Okay. So Tristan and I'm sorry, you guy, the dwarf.
Yep.
You just said, and I completely blanked from my brain.
Fear.
Are awakened by a faint tremor in the floor of the castle.
Okay.
Did you feel that? Did you? He just looks over, sees Onyx appear as he comes to fruition, and goes, "Did you feel that, buddy?" Onyx agrees.
Perception thing or something.
Yeah. I can do that. Boom. That's really good. Like
Okay.
18
Whatever.
plus. Yeah, 18 plus.
Okay.
And he goes, well, The sooner we're off this goddamn island, the better. I think their boss. Onyx says to him. And Tristan shakes his head and says, "You and me both. I completely agree. Can you do me a favor and just go take a look around, see if there's anything you see?" And I'd like for Onyx to invisibly go around and just see what he finds.
So he's going to leave the room?
He's going to leave the room. He goes. Well, what he'll do is he'll go ball form just for a second to go through the door, so he doesn't have to open it. Then he turns back into pixie form, goes invisible, and then he'd like to go around, and I'd like for him to go around and check to see if there's any signs of an earth elemental, anything more.
All right. What are you doing?
Fear.
Fear.
So he's gonna get up and he's gonna cast the cantrip message 3 times. I assume all of our rooms are within 120 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So to everybody, do you feel that? Which you can respond to, and it's basically just a whisper that only you can hear, and it travels through walls and shit.
Right.
And after doing that, he's gonna put on his armor.
Yeah. Very used to talking to his patrons, so on and so forth. Tristan would, communicate back to you what he's doing, having Onyx go ahead and patrol a little bit.
Yeah. Tristan can do that, and the other two can have another con check.
12.
10.
What? Did I hear you say 12?
Yeah, Huckovus has a 12.
All right. You're stirred awake by fear whispering sweet nothings into your ear.
Huckovus comes awake in a big old start of nah. What's going on in my head? No, get out! What's happening? Which I presume is being projected back to fear.
Absolutely. And so you'll get another message. Calm down. It's the dwarf.
That dwarf! Oh, the dwarf, right. What's up, dwarf?
Do you feel that?
Do I feel the fear? No.
Anyone a sec? Corey vision.
What?
Ox, in a couple of sentences, just you can see through his eyes or something, right? Is that right?
Yeah. It's fine, familiar. Yeah, I mean it's
This is the hallway.
Wait, what? Did you put up a picture?
I
You
did.
did put up a picture. Okay.
Yeah, this guy.
But
Onyx.
this one, it takes you a minute for your brain to process it, but the scale is significantly larger than
the ones we've already seen.
correct.
Yeah. Once he kind of has that moment of maybe coming around a corner and seeing it, or coming however he discovers it, Onyx very quickly does that kind of oops, gonna go back the other way kind of thing. You can't see him because he's invisible regardless, but that's what Onyx is doing. I do see that through Onyx's eyes. I can actually communicate with him as well. So I say, yeah, you might as well come on back, buddy. We'll have to meet up with the guys. That fucker's big. Onyx says. Yeah, I noticed.
That you relate that to the dwarf, and the dwarf relates that to us?
Now,
Is
that...
Does message? Is this message?
So let me describe how I'm using this. Basically, like every 30 seconds, I'm sending a message to people who are responding to me just to check in, particularly people that are awake.
Yeah.
So particularly once that Tristan said that he had sent Onyx out. So basically like a walkie-talkie check-in thing, and then relaying whatever he's telling me to the other people. If Mort still hasn't woken up, I won't do anything else.
Okay. Yeah, and I would certainly report right back. Rather large. It looks like an earth, some type of rock monster.
I guess my question is: Can you automatically hear when they say something, or do they have to?
No, they have to wait until I check in. So it's a 30-second delay for everybody, unless we're having a constant conversation. And then about every 6 seconds, we can exchange words.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So you start speaking, Tristan, but you don't know if you're being heard or not.
Right.
What would you like to do? Mort, make me another con save or con check.
12 this time.
There you go. All right. So let's all roll initiative.
Yeah.
$17 for fear.
$10 for Mort.
Give me just 1 second.
So are we on either side of a hallway in 4 separate rooms? Are we on one wall with a hallway on the other side so that we're all like against the same external wall?
Opposite,
Oh, that's good.
you're on opposite sides of a hallway. 2 of you on each side. 2.
And then are we on the ground floor or higher up?
You're on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
All right, and my initiatives are 15 for Tristan, 17 for Onyx.
How did we end up you getting 2 initiatives again? I thought I desperately tried to deal with that.
Well, if you want me to
Fine.
work, if you want me to have them work off mine, I don't have any problem with that. Whichever you want
That's fine. I'll deal with it. I know how to deal with this.
to do.
Huckabus, what was your number?
Buck got a 14.
14.
And I guess, Ken, technically I have a familiar. Do you want me to bother with an initiative for it, or do you just want me to play on the same turn?
I prefer it just to go on your turn.
That's perfectly happy for me. I just want to make sure that
Yeah, I mean, I'll do the same. I don't have any problem with it, Ken. I have no issue with it.
Okay, good.
So yeah, we'll take that one away, and it's not a problem. Onyx and Tristan, same initiative. Beautiful.
All right, so Fear, you check in with Tristan.
Okay.
You can respond now if you'd like.
Right, and he's there's a much larger rock monster. I don't know if it's an elemental. Doesn't seem to be. Is it coming out of the ground?
It seemed to be coming from the floor and the where he
Lost you.
beat wings. All right, so it's your turn, Fear.
Okay. About how much time has passed
Since what?
since this whole shenanigan started? I got to put my armor on. That takes 5 minutes.
Nowhere near 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You'll be dead in 5 minutes.
Right.
If that.
So the response to Tristan would be, I think we should probably run. See if you can get everyone to my room.
I will say that Tristan and Fear have an adjoining wall, and the other 2 on the other side of the thing.
I guess the planning I'm doing is also under the assumption that we have windows. Is that true or false?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I want everyone to roll me a charisma check, please.
Charisma. So charismatic. I got a 15. Fear. 15.
Mort got an 18 plus 2 for 20.
Corey?
Well, Huckleberry's got a 21, 17 plus 4.
It's pretty bastages in this party.
Hmm?
A bunch of pretty bastages in this party. Corey?
No.
Corey with us?
Good.
I feel like we lost Corey.
Still on the call.
Hello?
Is muted.
There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you not hear mine? Huck got a 17.
I got yours. Yep. Corey's the one I'm waiting on.
I'm muting.
We may or may not have lost.
Corey has lost connection. He has left the group chat.
He has left the building.
Corey has rejoined the group chat.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Hello.
You know.
All right, yeah, I got a 23. I don't know what the hell happened there. Whatever.
Heck,
Jesus Christ. All right, so 23 for you, 21 for Carl, and 20 for Andy.
Right.
Nathan, you got a pathetic 17, is that right?
15.
15. Well, the universe is not liking you today.
That's fine.
All right, so the wall to your room is smashed into pieces. And the debris from what once was the wall bashes you for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And now you can. What's that?
Okay.
And now you can see what was accurately described as a huge. You've been calling it Earth Elemental, so we'll continue with that. Huge Earth Elemental is menacing you from the hallway.
Okay. I feel very menaced.
Well, you should. Tristan, you just heard the wall of the room next to yours, which you knew that Fur was in. You basically just heard it explode.
All right. I'm gonna have Onyx go up and peek out the door. Is it in the doorway? I mean, is it in the hallway or is it in the room itself?
It is mostly in the hallway. It's pretty much filling up the hallway. Part of it is spilling into the room. And you see Onyx sees that kind of some of the rubble that came from this wall is kind of like fusing with this creature. Kind of like it's like absorbing.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. That's not good. We're gonna do the thing that we do. I'm gonna have Onyx open the door, and I'm going to kind of position myself that I can kind of shoot through the doorway and still hit him. Is that possible?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to go out in the hallway.
Okay.
You know. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna shoot 2 of them laser beams using Eldritch Blast. Well, one definitely misses really, really badly, as bad as you possibly can, and the other one is an 18, I believe.
They are both misses.
They're both misses. All right, yeah. So,
Yep.
does the other one hit the door and blow it up? I would assume so, seeing that it was a 1.
Sure, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Onyx, jumps back, so on and so forth. And what I'd like for him to do ultimately is go over to where the rock monster is and give the help action. So next person will get advantage. Yeah.
You want him to go engage the rock monster?
We're not. I would like for him to go behind it and not engage it. You know what I mean? If it's interest.
Just FYI, that's pretty much the definition. In order to give the help stuff, you've got to be engaging it, or getting its attention in some way.
Okay.
You can't just go hide behind it and aid. That doesn't work.
No. I understand that.
Okay.
That's all right. Then I will not do that. That's fine. I'm gonna have him guard near where the door is, and be ready to strike if need be.
Okay. Roll me another attack roll.
Yes, sir. That one's considerably better. That's 18. Is it just what kind of attack?
No, you're fine. So when you blasted the door, shrapnel flew all over the place. None of it managed to hit Onyx.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You there? Benevolent am I.
Oh, you're such a nice man.
Huck, you hear quite a commotion from across the hall. You're pretty certain that that Tristan is partying.
How much of a sleep did we get, Ken?
How much did you need?
Well, enough to get spells back.
Oh, I'll say you had enough rest time between the feasting and that sort of thing. Yeah, you're good. You're all maxed out.
Okay, so as a bonus action at the end, I'm gonna cast Hex on it and take away. No, I'm gonna do the disadvantage thing on. Strength saving throws. I don't know if that's right.
Huckabus. You done, Corey?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Huckabus peeks out the door, sees this guy, and basically in the inner monologue, which he might say out loud, is, not this guy again. And he is going to go whole hog on some scorching rays. This guy's going to get 8 attacks on the scorching ray of fire. Huh?
What? I giggled. That was a giggle. That's what that was.
Yeah.
What? 8 scorching rays?
I'm twinning a level 3 scorching ray.
Ah.
So the first round, oh my gosh, that's 2 net 20s, a 10, 3 plus 7, and a 15 plus 7.
All right, so I would say, for easiness, you need a 19 to hit him.
Okay, well, the net 20s are going to go ape shit. Here's the first net.
I'll tell you what. Yep, go ahead. That's fine.
What's up?
Go ahead. You're good.
First net 20. 12, 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. First is 20 fire damage.
Okay.
Second is...
Fire, you say?
Huh?
Fire, you say? I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second is
All right.
21 fire damage. And the third one that hits is going to be a lot less than that, but I've still got 4 more to go. Is 11 fire damage. And here's the second round. So 2 of those missed with a 4 plus 7. 2 of those hit with a 17 and a 19. Yeah, but these are just 2d6s. So
it's 17 plus your thing. Is that what you're saying? 17 on the
No,
die or
that's
17?
total. I'm sorry, that was total.
That's a miss. 19 hit.
Then you know what? That whole rank missed. I'm sorry, that whole rank missed.
I thought you said it had a 19.
I had a 19. That is correct.
19, 19 hit. Hello?
I'm sorry, I had muted myself. You are correct. One of them was a 19. That was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of fire damage. On the last one, the only one of the second rank that hit.
Okay.
And then Huck is going to kind of hide in his room. Duck and cover!
So huge globs of this creature kind of turns molten and kind of melts down into the floor. And about a quarter of its body is glowing a red hot. More.
All right. So what? So I've woken up, I assume.
Yes, you're good and awake now.
Okay. I hear shenanigans going on in the hallway. Do I also think that Tristan is starting the party?
You thought that at first, but then you begin to hear the familiar sounds of scorching rays and whatever the hell Tristan did.
Elder's Blasts.
Probably,
yeah, Elder's Blast.
Hear Huckabus giggling some as the fire hits.
Okay.
And you smell molten rock. You've ever smelled that before?
I've not. I've managed to
No,
avoid
you haven't.
so far in my life. Okay. I will. I think mostly I don't want to be seen. So can I try and very sneakily just crack the door open just to watch this creature and see if I can see what everyone else is doing?
Yep. You basically, not hard to tell what everyone did, exactly what you heard them do. You, the player, heard them do. Again, you notice this being a creature similar to what you fought before, but significantly larger.
Right. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid getting its attention. But if people start gathering or if they start running away or something, I want to be able to see that. I don't want to attack it because it's not doing a whole lot based on what I've seen in the past. And I don't want to, I don't want to just like piss it off for no reason. So I'm just gonna, if I can, just crack the door open.
Okay. You may look at it from relative safety.
Okay. And then I guess can I take the dodge action? Or is like
sure. Why not? Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Or whatever. Yeah, whatever action is applicable. I'm sure Corey knows the rules. I have no idea.
Right. So so basically,
It'll be fine.
So this will give me it will give me whoever's attacking me will have disadvantage. So it's basically just I'm sitting there ready to jump out of the way if something comes towards me.
Yep. Perfect. Pure.
All right. One, how high is the second story?
It's about the floor is about 12 feet off the ground. The window is 15 feet.
Okay, so we're looking at about 30 feet.
Wait, what?
30. How far to the ground? Sorry, I did not math well.
15 feet to the ground.
Okay, even better. Okay, I am going to stop putting my armor on and throw it out the window.
Okay.
I am going to dash over to the thing and shocking grasp it The last time we had done this, we'd established that there was iron and stuff in it.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll go with that. However,
Uh
hang
huh.
on a second. All right. So you're moving within its reach
Sure.
and doing something other than retreating. So I'm going to say it gets an AOO. It has a 10-foot reach. You have to move within that. Does that sound accurate, Corey?
No.
No?
You only get an AOO if you move out of its range, not when you go into it.
Right. There's a feat
No.
called Full Arm
Move.
Master that would let it do that, but most monsters don't.
I'm
have
sure it has that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. 19 is the thing we're hitting for. Okay. So,
Yep.
yeah, lightning shoots out along these little nodes as I touch one of them. It takes 10 lightning damage and it has no reaction. And then I'm going to run to the window and Misty Step to the ground.
Fun.
You can't.
So, juices.
Shocking Grasp is what, a first level?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, is it? Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, fine.
Jeez.
All right. So, with Fear having fled,
Yep.
but fortunately for the creature, Tristan's door has disappeared.
That's true.
So I think you're going to be the target du jour. How's that sound? Cool, right?
Oh, I can't wait, sir.
Armor class 21.
Yeah, I am a 12.
So 21 will hit.
Very much so. Ow.
Take 24.
Oh,
Bludgeoning. The second fist also hits.
oh no. If it's that strong, I'm fucked.
Take 20 from the second punch.
But yeah, that's one shot and a half elf little wizard warlock man. He falls to the ground.
It's your turn.
Wonderful. How nice.
Huck.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll a death saving throw, and I'm gonna have Onyx turn into one of his corporal balls of light and go out the wall the same way that out of the building.
Okay.
And Tristan is going to start making death saving throws because what else can I do?
Yeah. Huck.
Well, Huck peeks his head out and sees that. Tristan, did you go down next to it?
I would say that he was certainly in his room.
Okay. That's going to change a couple things. Huck's going to chromatic orb at a really high level. If this hits, it's going to do a lot of damage. If this misses, the Mastiff's going to eat my dice because she just rolled up on me. So let's see what happens. Don't eat this, buddy. No, stop. Oh, that's going to hit with a 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm doing that at the highest level I can, 3d4. So that's a lot of d8s. So this might do great. This might do terrible. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I have 4. 4? No. 4, 6. I don't have 6. So here comes the damage. It's going to be parsed out. $26 points of cold damage.
All right. The icy orb explodes next to it, and the areas near where it was molten, it kind of freezes over and cracks a little bit.
Yeah.
Mort.
How about that? So what have I been able to see from my vantage?
Everything.
All
You
right.
can see everything from where you are. I mean, you didn't actually see. You can't actually see Huckavus, but you can see what it, you know. You see the results of.
So I've seen Fear jump out the window. I've
Yep.
seen.
Well, he poof disappeared from the window ledge. He didn't
Okay.
actually jump out.
I've seen Tristan go unconscious. I've seen Huck have his fun.
Yep. Huck is
Okay.
blowing all kinds of crap out.
Can I see where the monster is looking?
Right now, it seems to have turned toward its attention towards Huckavus.
Okay. Can I try and sneak past it using
Sure.
disengage bonus action if I need to get into Tristan's room?
Sure.
Okay. So I will try and sneak into Tristan's room without being seen. Do I need to roll anything?
Whatever that is, stealth or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be stealth. That's a 21. So, trying to be very stealthy, I'm going to sneak, kind of skirt around where I think its range is. I'm going to try and sneak over to Tristan.
Well, there's not really any room to sneak around its range. I mean, it's in the hallway basically, but you can still sneak around it. You're going to be in its range almost anywhere you go, but you can still do your sneaky sneak.
Okay, so I'll sneak past. I will use, if I need to, I don't know if I would or not, but I'll use disengage to leave its range, and that's a bonus action. So disengage.
Hang on.
Yeah. Let's see. 16, 7, it's 23.
23?
Yeah.
That was Huckavus?
That's Mort.
No, Huckavus. Roll me a perception check.
Oh. Can Huckabus have that?
No, actually, it's not bad that you did that.
What you need from Huck?
A perception check.
Yeah, you got it. Here comes. That's terrible. That's a 11. No, it isn't.
What's that?
Sorry, that's an 8.
An 8.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Mort, you make it over to Tristan in one piece.
Okay, I will pop a healing potion into his mouth.
You kind of pause for a half a second because you think it saw you, but then it turned its eyes back to Huckavus.
Oh, thank goodness. I mean, I'm sorry, Huckabus, but thank goodness. All right, so yeah, healing potion into Tristan. And then I'd like to spend the rest of my movement, which probably not a ton of, getting close to the window.
All right, so do the healing for Tristan, whatever.
Which should be my action to feed that to him.
Right, but he has to.
Yeah, how much do I get? Roll it up, buddy.
Okay, what is that?
While he's doing that, Tristan, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this is for future, just to save time. Why are you throwing that up?
That is pretty good. Again, 21, 15 plus 6.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
So it's only going to be 5 points of healing.
Hey, it's alive.
Yeah.
All right, so I need you now to roll me a wisdom save, please, Tristan.
Yes, sir. 14 plus 3. A wisdom save. 14 plus 6
Yep.
is 20.
Okay. All right. You awaken with this creature hovering over you. It looks pitch black, but then your eyes focus, and you recognize that it's more.
Okay. Yeah. And he puts his fan in his face. Thank you so much, buddy. That thing hits really hard. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yes, let's run.
All right, and then the mort creature scurries off towards the window.
Yep.
Fear.
So where have I landed in the castle? Am I in the courtyard?
Anywhere in the courtyard that you'd like.
Okay. So I am going to pick up the breastplate that's on the ground that I flew out the window, and 2, start running towards the area where the army soldiers would be concentrated, also priests, because we know they have magic, and just shout. So I can move 50 feet, but just I'm shouting loud while I do that.
Okay. What are you shouting?
What building were we in?
The guest wing.
Monster in the guest wing.
All right.
And probably
all right, Huckabus.
Yes, sir.
You got your reaction ready?
Yes, sir.
I thought you might. Oh, does a 15 hit you?
It would until I show up my shield,
All right.
and then it misses.
How about a 31?
What?
What?
Oh!
The
I
31
got-
hit? I take
I
it?
got nothing for that.
I'll throw up another shield.
That's not even going to help.
25
Yeah.
points of damage.
All right. How come it's like a little girl?
Tristan,
Mm-hmm.
you just saw it hammer Huckabus. And you could feel it.
Yeah. How far is the wind? Okay, so is that my turn? Is that what you're saying?
It is your turn.
Okay.
And just kind of as the cobwebs are shaking off and your brain is just obviously not working correctly because you see kind of some of the floor is like oozing up the creature's leg and kind of filling in some of the
oh, geez, crazy.
some of the cracks. But that can't be real, so you dismiss it.
Yeah, absolutely. But Mort's still in the room with me, correct?
Yes, he's over near the window, but I believe he is still in the room with you.
Okay, so I would also move towards said window, and get ready to. I'm gonna go out the window and look out of it, and I can imagine I can see Onyx out there, right?
Glowing ball of light.
yeah.
At night, yes,
Yeah,
he will be visible.
Yeah, so he goes back into he sees me through the glowing ball of light thing, goes back into normal form, and I just start tapping on a window for him to try to open the window from the other side of it. I unlatch it so that it would open from the other side, though.
I mean, there's not actual glass in the window. It just you could shutter it.
Not? Oh, okay.
No,
Cool.
just a hole.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, how? All right. I want to have enough movement to be able to jump out the window afterwards.
Sure.
Okay. So he's going to do that, but I'd like to shoot the thing before I leave. And completely look at Mort and say, this is a fight we cannot win in here. Hopefully the guards are outside or something. Maybe they'll be able to help us. All right, that is not too bad. That is a natural 20 and a... shit, that's an 18. So I hit 1. I hit with 1. That is 8 plus 4 is no, that doesn't get added to after. Okay, 16 plus 4 is 20 plus as much cheese as I can get on this at once. That's it. 20 damage.
What kind of damage is it again?
That's force damage, sir.
Force. Okay.
And then instead of doing that, I jump out the window backwards.
Okay. Before you go there, you glance over towards the window.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to make sure you're going the right direction. Just kind of turn your head,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the outline of Mort there for a second. But then you blink and it's fine, and you can continue what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, it's screwing with my head. Great. But I yelled to Onyx to catch me per se. So I'm gonna jump out the window, and I would like for him to try to use his strength to lessen the fall.
Okay.
Hopefully, making it so I don't take any damage when I hit the ground.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. But okay. All right, so you jump out the window. We'll start with that.
Yep.
All right, so let's have Onyx use athletics check.
Okay, you can do that. That's a natural 20, my friend. But it makes it an 18 because it's -2. Well,
you give
-2
me
plus 3. An acro for me. Okay.
Yep.
Why does that always happen when you roll a natural 20? That is a 0. 1 minus 1 is 0.
Damn.
No. Roll me.
What you need? What?
Roll me another acrobatics, Tristan.
Oh.
That one's much better. That's a 19 minus 1. That's 18.
That's fine. That's what I needed to know.
If he takes damage, I'm going to do a thing.
Onyx takes 6 points of damage.
Okay. Fine.
As you crash on top of him, spearing him into the turf.
Right. Does Tristan take damage?
Nope.
Okay.
No, Onyx did his job. You saw.
Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely. And I look at him and I go, "Thanks, buddy." And we both kind of lay there in pain on the ground there for a second.
Hawkavus.
Oh, it's Hawkavus' turn. Well, Hawkavus is going to go apeshit. And he's going to, seeing that he's kind of alone with this dude now.
I was going to say, Hawkavus realizes, just as his initiative comes, that he is now all by himself.
Yeah, this is his last gasp of massive spelling, and he is going to cast two fireballs.
Twin fireballs.
Yep, that's brutal. Can I have a dexterity saving throw from that creature? The DC is The DC is 14.
I assume it's actually 2 saving throws, right?
Yes, sir. 2 separate saving throws. He's going to take half damage or full damage depending on what he gets.
Right. It's Dex related. Okay. Oh, just roll all the damage you'd like, my friend.
Oh God, that's a lot of d6s. All right. Hi, baby.
Hey, sweetie.
The first one is 36 fire.
Okay.
The second one, that's a lot of numbers. Is 34 damage. And if there's anything on fire, if there's anything flammable around here on the ground, it is on fire.
Oh yeah, you've created a nice inferno with all the bedding and.
Well, it was in the hallway, you know. So.
What's the size of a fireball?
20 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. The hallway not quite 20 feet wide, and there are various doors and walls missing.
Yep. Huckavus is
Okay.
like a schoolgirl. Yes.
All right. You blow it up real good, but it's fires of its heart still burn. Mort,
For you.
would you like to be blasted out the window by the power of the fireball?
Only if it's onto a waiting pillow somewhere.
Only what?
If it's onto like a pillow that's just waiting to catch me.
Oh no! Well, you could aim and land on Tristan.
No. No, I think what I'll do. I think you said this before. How high up are we?
15 feet.
15 feet. Yeah, I'll just climb down.
Okay.
I assume it's a castle, so it's not like perfectly smooth stone.
Right. Yeah, you're good. No problem.
All right.
Fear. Roll me a perception check.
Sure. I think that's a 9.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else, Mort?
Dodge action.
All right. Fear.
Yep.
You can hear the stirrings of the inhabitants of the castle responding to your scream, but again, it's only been 6 seconds, so
Yep. Still doing that, and going to the barracks.
okay. I'll say you can get to the barracks this turn then, if that's what you're doing, and you can as you get there, the door opens. You see a couple of unarmored guard types with their weapons coming to see what's going on.
All right.
All right.
Then we can also see the fire at this point.
Oh yeah, you can see your rooms are now burning up pretty good. Fortunately, the structure is made of stone, so hopefully things won't get too bad. But all the contents of the room are
Right. So as they go by, I will say, you lads will probably at least want a shield. And I'll be continuing to put my armor on for the next hour and a half.
all right.
Really?
It's 5 minutes. There's no way this fight is going to last that long. It's the fun of
All right.
fighting.
So this creature, as best it can show emotion, is showing
Love.
anger and it's getting ready to draws back to smite you with its big, scary paw thing. And does a 26 hit you, Carl?
Oh, you know it.
I do know it. All right, so this paw comes back, and it begins to slam down on you. And then you see emerging from its chest a black silhouette. And it kind of seeps out of some of the cracks that you'd made, and the creature crumbles as this creature comes out of it, and it falls to the ground as its fist lands next to you, crushing the marble bedstand that was there close to you.
So it didn't actually hit me?
It did not actually hit you. It was
Damn it.
aimed straight at you. What's that?
Yep. Nothing? Move on, Captain.
Too close, Carl.
I had a plan. All right, so something has emerged from its chest cavity?
It looks like it, having a second to evaluate, it looks like it kind of passed through it.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like those of you who read the Avengers, kind of like how the Vision does sometimes, kind of
Oh hell yeah!
the bad guy and disrupts its innards. And the
Wonderful.
elemental crumbles to the ground, and the silhouette just kind of hovers there in the air.
Okay.
Tristan.
Yeah, it's Tristan and Onyx will gather themselves up, get mobile, and definitely make their way towards the barracks and where there's more safety in numbers. Because he doesn't know what just happened up there, so he still thinks that the monster's in the inside there, and we need some numbers to help us.
I'm going to take a little GM fiat, and I'm going to say you heard Huckabus shriek like a little girl.
Like he's going to do.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that before I left? Is that before I moved?
Yes, that'll be before your turn.
Right. Yeah. So I
Done different if you like.
Okay. Yep. So I turn to Onyx and I go, it's not the sound a man would make when they already engaged with a huge creature. We should go check that out. And I'm going to cast Fly onto myself and fly back up into there, and Onyx is going to follow me. We're going to not enter the room, but I'm sure.
You can see it from plenty far away. There's all kinds of opening now.
Right. So I'm just making it so I can go up there and fly and see what's going on. And both Onyx and I are there. Want me to roll perception or anything for that?
So you get up there, you see the rock creature has
expired.
At first you think it's Mort, but
Right.
It turns out not to be Mort. But there's a black, pitch black silhouette kind of hovering in front of Huckabus.
I'm going to fly over and land at the very.
Actually, no.
What?
You know what?
Okay.
You're not. I'm gonna again take GM fiat for a second here,
Yeah.
and you're gonna delay.
Okay.
Huckabus, it's your turn.
Huck sees the
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
That didn't
Sorry.
sound good.
Huckabus
Okay, that sounds better.
dark figure floating in place of the stone that has crumbled to pieces, and is looking at it, and he'd like to study it. He doesn't know what it is. He'd like to try and figure out and maybe greet it. So can I roll an investigation on it?
Sure.
Let me get to my. I think I might be talking above my intelligence here. Give me a second. Let me just say he's going to roll a perception on it, because until the other thing isn't really his value.
No. Perception wouldn't be of a lot of value.
Well, either way, it's a 10
investigate.
minus 1, it's a 9 for investigation.
Okay.
So he doesn't have a clue.
Nothing new nothing that I haven't already described about it.
Yep. And Huckabeth would say, "Are we to be friends, you and I?" That's all he got.
All right. I'll as best Huckabeth can tell, it kind of blinks at him.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay.
It does have. It is hovering. It doesn't have feet. It has kind of the torso kind of just drifts off to a
Ghosty
like
bit.
a planet bottom, like Casper.
Yep.
You can come back if you want, Corey.
That's it.
Are you all right in there, Huck? Huckabeth.
Doesn't answer you. He's pretty entranced or interested in this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Tristan would go and land into the doorway with Onyx kind of perched on his shoulder, and I am going to hold my Eldritch Blast to shoot if it makes an aggressive move towards Huckabeth.
Okay. More.
I am going to go towards the barracks. And I guess I'll help Fear put his armor on.
All right.
Yeah.
Go like, Jesus Christ, man, what are you doing putting clothes on and stuff? Oh my God, just hurry up. We'll be back any second.
So he doesn't actually physically help him. You just give him instructions on how to do it from afar. Have you never done it before? Come on now.
Quick,
Tie that strap.
Right. Yeah, if I can, like I'll tie on like his shin armor, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else good I'd actually be able to do, but
yeah, you can help him. Yeah. Fear, roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. I percept nothing with a 7.
Right. It's your turn.
Oh, I assume I'm still putting armor on. I got a lot of 6 seconds to get to 5 minutes.
Well, now if somebody's helping you, that does cut it in half. So
Sure. So I've got a lot of 6 seconds to get to
2.5 minutes.
only what, 25?
Yeah, I mean, let's see. How long have we gone combat? Like maybe 6 rounds?
Yeah, total.
Yeah. So
All right. So at this point, I will allow you to just go to slide out of initiative, but I reserve the right to return to it if needed. But,
yeah, if you need me
Tristan and Huckabeth, I think you two are the ones that have the more interesting activity.
the shin straps connect to the.
Well, Tristan is definitely going to kind of sneak. Well, not even sneak, just kind of skulk in there, but not try to make a lot of notice to himself. And Onyx will follow behind. Hello there. Are you a friendly being?
Kind of it hesitates a minute before turning away from Huckabeth, and then it kind of rotates slowly in the midair, and it just, again, it doesn't have eyes per se, but you have the feeling that it's looking at you.
Yeah, I kind of I'm not touching. I'm not walking on the ground. I am floating. Kind of just hovering and flying towards it, but slowly. And I go, thank you very much for eliminating that foul creature. At least I'm assuming that's what happened. There's a big pile of rocks around you and none around Huck. Very interesting. Hey, Huckavis.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You're answering me now. Did that thing blow it up?
When I blew holes in it, this other fellow poked out.
Oh. Yeah, and he stops about 5 to 10, about 10 feet away from it. And he goes, "Are you going to be friendly? Can you communicate?" And then he speaks to it in, let me just look real quick, sorry. He speaks to it in a celestial, abyssal, and infernal, in succession, starting with celestial, then going to abyssal, then going to infernal, and to see if it communicates back to it.
It
It's
does
saying,
not.
okay.
It pays attention to
Huckavis
that has
understands everything.
Right, and Huckvis understood the infernal, right?
Oh,
Oh no, you understood all. Oh, you understand all of it because
Your
of the
character
language.
might not know that, but yes.
Yeah. My character probably doesn't know that, but it's always kind of strange that Huckvis doesn't know how to talk to everything. And it's I don't know, buddy. Did it look like it was blinking at you, Huckvis? Not saying much. You might want to just come this way and we can get the hell out of here. Huckvis,
Yeah.
are you coming?
Tristan, you realize that everything within about a 30-foot radius of where you're standing now is on fire, right?
Yeah. That's again why he's not standing on the ground. But it's getting quite warm in here. Let's I know you love the fire, but it's not gonna be great for me and Onyx. And and I do float back to where that window was and go back out the window. I'm not. It's not trying to communicate with me. It's not being aggressive. I'm going to go away from it. Come on, Huck.
Huckavis is pretty intrigued by this thing.
Okay.
And kind of impervious to fire, kinda. I think he's resistant. So he's actually standing his ground, waiting for this thing to answer him.
How long would you like to stand there?
Is there a window behind Huck?
Yes.
One more go around. He'll probably entreat again. Who are you? Should we know each other? We seem to have some similar interests. That's about it, really.
It just looks at you and blinks.
Uh-huh. Well, with that, Huck will superhero himself out the window, probably utilizing his spider staff again to hopefully.
Oh, very cool. Going old school. It hovers along behind you.
All right. Am I outside?
Mm-hmm.
Am I clinging to the side of something?
I'm assuming to the wall, yes.
Wall that I came out of, or a wall like across an alley?
Well, I mean, I don't know. You're at the outside of the castle.
Huh?
So I mean, there's just the one wall that's right outside of your room. You could climb down or up, whichever you'd like.
Yeah. But this thing has followed.
Yep.
All right. Huckavis looks to see if he perceives any sort of malice from this creature, which he does not when he rolls a 2, so he doesn't have a clue.
It seems to just be following you at maybe 6 or 7 feet behind you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. but I have exited from a place that is absent from where the rest of the party was. Yes.
You're on the other side of the castle
Right.
wing from them.
You
You're
said.
probably
Go on.
you're probably about 100 feet of building, and then whatever they are on the other side, another 50 feet or whatever, give or take, of courtyard away from them.
Right, but I'm kind of on the outside of the complex.
Correct. You're outside the castle.
All right. Hunkovus will proceed to take his movement to go down towards the ground.
Okay. You're down to the ground.
Followed, right?
Yep.
Well, shit. Now's the time I wish I had some spells that would be useful. But Hunkovus just looks back at this thing and says, "Why do you follow me? What is it that you find interesting?" And it just blinks at me.
Right.
Well, knowing that bringing it back into the castle could cause some of his friends some damage, let me ask you, if Hunkovus, let's see, we're probably up on a hill. If Hunkovus travels down into the wild of this hill, what does he perceive that's going to happen? He can see in the dark. What's going on down there? Down in the forest.
You mean moving away from the keep?
Yeah.
You'll just head back into the forest.
Okay, he does so.
Whatever that entails.
Yep, he does so.
Okay.
He doesn't want to bring this thing back to his compatriots and/or that keep.
Okay. Rest of the group. A couple minutes pass, and no sign of Hunkovus since Tristan left the.
Yeah, and
the upper area.
Tristan's went over to where the the other guys out, with the barracks and stuff. And told him what he saw, so on and so forth. So, but I don't know that Hunkovus left and went. So, but it is peculiar. So I'm gonna
hover back. You could fly back up and peer in. Just I mean, you don't have to, but that's
certainly. I would send my little buddy to go kind of check, see what it looks like, see if they're gone.
they're indeed gone.
And I would report that back. I say, do your magic there, Onyx. See if you can sniff him out. And I would like for him to fly, around the area, patrolling again, looking through his eyes. I can, again, as long as we're on the same plane of existence, I can see everything that Onyx can see.
Roll me a perception check.
So it's through Onyx, right?
Actually, with advantage.
With advantage? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, they give me one better on the advantage. How nice. That's a 20. 15 plus 5.
All right, so you're kind of standing there adjusting your eyes from yours to Onyx's.
Mhm.
And during that transition, you glance at Mort, and he looks exactly like that creature that's up there.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah,
And then
he
Onyx,
just shakes it off and continues to look through Onyx's eyes.
all right,
But obviously records it in his brain that happened.
so Onyx goes up. He goes through the burning rooms.
Yeah, and there's no sign of him on that top floor, correct?
Correct.
Is it still passable to go inside of the castle? Does it look like somebody could have escaped that way?
Yeah, he certainly could have. You know that Huck is not overly afraid of fire or anything like that. So he could.
Yeah.
Fires are kind of starting.
Right. I have him turn into light. He can't take damage from non-magical sources at that point. So I'm just going to have him kind of fly around the castle to make sure he's not inside, or any idea of that. What is the castle doing? Is it freaking out?
Well, I mean, most of them have come. More and more people are getting out of the courtyard because there was some guy screaming. There weren't a whole lot of people in the area where you guys were because it was kind of the guest wing. But most of the castle is starting to appear in the courtyard there.
Okay. I would have him phase out through the castle. No, sorry. I want him to go back up into that guest wing area and go into where Hucklevis's room is. Does it look? Is there any indication of where he went? There's no indication at all where he went, is there?
Nope. The window's open.
All right. Yeah, I have him cross out through the window hole, I guess, so he doesn't have to, but might as well. And look around. Is there any footprints, anything like that in the ground? I know he knows that he has that spider cane, so he certainly could have used that to climb out the window with no problems. I've seen him use it before. So, is there any indication of I wouldn't say he's great at tracking, but can I?
He can see. You can definitely see that. It looks like Huckles probably did land, come to the ground down here and kind of headed off away from the castle.
Okay. Yeah, I have Onyx follow the path, of what it looks like.
He can follow it to the wood line,
but then he loses
beyond that.
Yeah, and then he loses it from there. Okay. Yeah.
Carl, check your instant messenger, your private messenger, your Facebook messenger.
Yes, sir. I'm getting there. Sorry.
Right.
And all right, yeah. So I'll have Onyx turn back into Onyx form and come back over to us. Explain what I saw to the other two guys. It looks like he went in the woods. Maybe he's trying to draw this thing away. I don't know. It was a very strange creature, and for a second there, Mort, it looks like you were it for a moment.
I promise I'm not.
I know, and he kind of pokes you on the shoulder just to make sure. You know what I mean? And not hard, just to make sure that you're not something strange.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Kristen.
That's a natural 20, sir.
As you go to poke him in the shoulder, that area of his body kind of darkens.
Does Mort see this?
Give me a perception check.
Probably not. That's a 10.
You know what?
Hello? Do we lose the boss?
That's what it sounds
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Hello?
So, yeah, we can hear you. Did I see anything with a 10?
Yeah, I'll say you did. Sure.
Okay.
As long as you're
Okay,
looking for
what's
it, you know
that? I'll try and brush it off of me.
That's kind of what I saw before, buddy.
So you want it off yet?
Oh God. Yeah.
All right. You brush at it, and it peels away and hovers up beside you.
What's? Huh. I'll take a step back.
Okay. Just hovers there.
And it looks identical to the other one that I saw inside the castle?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Mort, were you hit by the creature?
I don't think I was. No, I don't. I didn't even attack it.
But you were in close proximity to it. You passed it, correct?
I mean, I snuck around it.
Yeah.
I didn't touch it.
Well, it certainly touched me. And I brushed my shoulder.
When you say snuck around it, the creature
Yeah.
moves towards you a little bit slowly.
Oh no.
Okay.
What do you do?
Looks like you made a friend.
I will try and keep the same distance between us.
Okay.
Probably like circling around Tristan.
All right. When you move away from it, it stops.
So I don't want to I just want to keep the same distance that there was initially, not like running away from it, but just no one's
Okay.
coming.
Yep, it stops.
All right, I'll kind of sit and stare at it and see if I can figure out what. I mean, can I tell what it is?
Fear, can you see that, Fear?
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything you can do to detect what that is or something? It's not really my specialty.
The big question is this recognizable in any sort of form? Is it just a black shape? Is it a black little mort? Is it a shadow?
It's now kind of an amorphous humanoid shape, but it doesn't have legs. Kind of like it's kind of
In our
tapers
interactions
off.
with the Netherese, and just assume that Fear has done like everything everybody else has done from a research perspective, would this inspire me to think it's a creature of the Shadowfell?
Well, it certainly looks very much like a shadow,
Okay.
which would logically mean that it could be a Shadowfell creature. Certainly is a very real possibility.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
Tristan, your head. Hey, pay attention.
Are you sending messages to people?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Well, yeah, boss. Yeah.
But-
Are you looking or
And
not?
this-
It doesn't
this-
feel
is
like
this-
you're looking. Feels like you're not paying attention. I'm out here flying around. You're not paying attention.
And is this Onyx talking to me?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. What do you see, buddy? Sorry.
There's a fire in the woods.
There's a fire in the woods.
Yep. Got to be him, right?
Well, he loves the fire.
Mhm.
Why don't you do this? Use your stealthy ways and sneak up there and so I can see what's going on. It
That
looks
always works so well for me, doesn't it?
yeah. Well, I took the worst of that, I think, there, buddy. It's sorry.
You have a short memory, don't you?
Huh.
All right, fine. I'll go see what I can find out. Are you going to look through my eyes or not?
Yes, I am.
You have something better to do?
You should probably go. Well, I'm gonna make my way that way, but you're quite a distance in front of me. And he gets up and he relays this information to the guys, and he takes flight. You know what I mean? But he still moves at 30 feet per second, so it's no different. Or 30 feet per movement. So I would like for him to go into light. Well, maybe not. No, we're gonna have him stay as Onyx form, go invisible, and then use some good stealthy techniques that he's got a lot of to get up there.
All right, so my problem here is this. You can either see through his eyes or your eyes, not both.
Okay. Yeah. So I won't be able to fly.
I mean, you could fly. It might hurt.
All right. Yeah. I before anything happens, I look at the guys and I explain to them what has happened. And I go, we can certainly.
Fuhrer, we'll say you've got your armor on.
All right.
Okay, cool. So, question: I would be somewhat used to this whole. Can you hear through your own ears, or do you all senses are in your familiar?
All senses are my familiar.
Okay. Well, so Fear's gonna grab a horse, and as we've got 3 people, I'm pretty sure we could all fit on a horse with no problem.
No, one of them is really
Or
small.
2 horses, worst case.
Of course, a horse.
Uh,
I assume there's some sort of stable in the castle.
Sure.
So yeah, talk to the guard, get their bucket brigade organized, all that, but grab a couple horses, and after talking to Tristan, ride in that direction.
Okay.
all right, buddy, start taking your way. We're on a direction. We're on our way in your direction. Because I explained to where they went in.
What are you thinking, Mort?
I will probably follow Fear at this point. So Tristan took off flying.
No,
really-
Tristan's on the back of the horse
Oh.
with Fear
Sorry, okay.
because he can't fly while he's looking through Tristan's eyes.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna try and jump onto the horse as well, or alternately find a pony or something and follow along.
Are you thinking it's a good plan, a bad plan? What do you?
I mean,
Is that black thing
Yeah,
following him?
What's your general feeling? I guess is really what I'm getting at.
right. Still a little confused. So there's the shadow thing that's, I guess, still following me? Question mark. Huckabus
Correct.
is off somewhere. I half assume he's dead, except Onyx didn't find anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the best plan would be. Ideally, I try and get everyone back together, but I have no idea where Huckabus went. Yeah, I mean,
Are you feeling good about this course of action, or less good? Just in general.
I'd say good
All right.
about sticking.
If you all, we'll say you get on a couple of horses and you head out.
Did we happen to
Once
run
you
by?
start heading that way, you turn Onyx's eyes on. Is that the way it works?
Yeah, I mean, it's just concentration. I have to concentrate, but and concentrate on Onyx, and then I can see and hear through him, but also with the warlock ability I have, I can also communicate to him as well.
Okay.
Normally, if I'm familiar, I wouldn't be able to do that. So.
Okay. So Onyx begins closing in, and you see what looks to be a small clearing with a bonfire in the middle. Part of the bonfire is completely absorbed. The light from it is completely absorbed by this silhouette of a creature. And on the other side, you see Huckabus just kind of sitting there, kind of a meditative pose, just staring at it.
Onyx, it's rather strange. I'd like for you to do something that's maybe a little bit crazy. It's not the first time we've done this type of thing. Turn into your ball form and fly through that creature. Because he wouldn't be able to be damaged by anything physical. Would be magically, but I want to see what happens if he tries to fly through it.
All right, so Huckabus, You with us, Carl?
Sure.
All right. So you're staring at this creature.
Contemplating it.
What's that?
Contemplating it.
And behind it, in the darkness, in the woods, you see a small ball of light approaching from behind it.
Describe the creature for me one more time, please.
It literally is just a pitch black humanoid silhouette.
Okay, but I'm seeing something that is of the light. Huckfus is going to attack it.
The other thing,
The thing of light.
the thing of light. Okay, give me a wisdom check.
You know, Huckfus has been pondering darkness for more than a while. His wisdom check is shit.
I know it was a pipe dream, but I figured I'd give you one just for chuckles.
I appreciate it. It was a 2 and whatever the wisdom would be, but the talk ain't a wisdom there.
All right. What would you like to do to this ball of light that is?
He's going to cantrip it.
All right.
Sorry, Corey. I know that we know what we know, but
No,
he's going to ray of frost that thing.
Okay.
All right, so that's a attack roll of 17.
It's all on you, Corey.
No, it's gonna hit him.
What's that?
It'll hit him.
Okay.
That's a whopping 12 points of frost damage.
So you see that corporal ball of light turn back into onyx and hit the ground.
Yep. And Huckfus probably.
Wait. Hang on.
Yeah.
I thought it couldn't take damage.
Nope. It can't take the couture and is immune to all damage from all non-magical sources.
Ah.
So that was magic.
Okay.
I'm not sure that Huckfus has been cognizant enough times of what happens to Onyx, so his attention just goes right back to he doesn't even think about it. He just goes right back to staring at this creature of darkness. He's very intrigued.
You go to stare at the creature, and you see it's looking at you.
As it has been.
Well, it's been kind of just hovering there, but now you can feel it's kind of looking back at you as intently as you're looking at it.
Okay. Huckfus nods his head knowingly at it, as if he has a clue, because he does not.
All right, so Corey, you I assume your vision shifts over.
Yeah, it changes back to me. Huckfus just blasted, and I say that I want to say that I'm on the same horse as Fear. You know, I mean, I was kind of riding on it back, you know, so that we could move while I was doing the telepathic thing. And I go, Huckfus just shot Onyx right out of sky. The hell's wrong with that guy right now?
Did he know you were there?
Well, he made it like he didn't know who the fuck Onyx was.
Has he seen Onyx turn into a ball of light before?
I don't know.
Nope.
I mean, he is not the most stable guy. Yep, that's the wrong accent.
Also true.
Stable guy.
No, I don't understand that guy sometimes, and yeah,
So
no.
where was he?
But it's just straight through. He's sitting by a bonfire, and the creature seemed to be studying him. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Nope.
Should we go see if he needs any help?
Yeah, well,
I mean, we might as well get them both in the same spot.
yeah. And he looks behind him. Is the other black figure following us?
It's following Mort.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then thinking back to what happened with Mort, I kind of try to brush my shoulders, you know, kind of brush my body off. Do I feel like there's anything attached to me?
Not you can tell, no.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't the same. Oh yeah, it's he looks down to Mort and goes, "Hey, your buddy's following you."
Yeah, I noticed. I'm super excited. Maybe Let's go see if Huck has figured out what's going on with this thing. I'll kind of jump off the horse and. Sorry, how close are we to the bonfire? I know you were looking through
I know.
Onyx's eyes, I think.
Yeah, it's past the forest. It's a bit of a clearing.
Like how far away? Like
I would say maybe it seemed like Onyx moved about 500 yards. Maybe is that all right with you, Ken?
Oh, just go. Go ahead.
Yeah, about 500 yards through the woods. But yeah, there's a
familiar.
clearing out there. It's, well, it used to be. Yeah, we should probably just make our way through. It doesn't look like we'll be able to bring the horses though.
I guess we can leave it. I feel like if we just leave it here, we're gonna forget about it, and he's gonna die. But short of just leaving him to run free, I mean, I guess we can just tie him up and try and remember to come back and get him. Well, I mean,
They're not ours, so why do we care?
I mean,
It's a weird way to look at it.
Yeah,
No, let's
sorry.
do that more. If we tie him up, we're on the road. It's
Yeah.
not a big.
I jump off and I start going through the woods.
You're not particularly far from the keep, anyhow. So
Right. Yeah, it's not much worries.
Oh,
So we go through, and whenever I get to about 120 feet away from Huck, I'm going to message and tell him that we're coming. And he can respond however he'd like.
Huck, you're a voice in your head.
Huck says, stand back, don't approach. I feel like I'm about to crack this puzzle.
Okay.
He doesn't have any confidence in that statement, but that's what he says.
Also, I don't hear that, so I'm still walking.
So Fear is going to relay that. He's telling us to stay back. Maybe he has his reasons. If you'll give me some space, I'll cast Detect Magic, and we'll look at yours here, Mort.
Okay. I'll take a half step back just to give him a little bit of room.
So it's going to take me 10 minutes to do that. So, woo!
Rituals.
Rituals of fire. So, I guess we're waiting on either Huck to figure things out or this to finish.
What are you doing, Mort?
I'm not sure how the ritual works. So the character is not sure how the ritual works. So he's just kind of like, almost like he's being fitted for a suit, like maybe shift around a little bit, but mostly just staying still. I was just muttering an incantation and like hand gestures are going on right in front of him.
All right. What was it? Maybe I missed it. What was the spell that's being cast?
Detect Magic. Just going to see if the aura of the creature and its school of magic, also just the presence of magic.
But you're not casting it on Mort. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's a 30-foot radius around me, so
Right. I'm trying to figure out why Mort.
Mort's apparently uncomfortable around magic after all of this time.
Just the general. Is that it, Mort? Just general discomfort.
Yeah, Mort's kind of an idiot, and this is not sure.
You kind of would rather not be involved in it,
especially like
notice kind of deal.
He's still a little freaked out that like he brushed his shoulder and this shadow creature came out of him.
Yeah,
He's not entirely sure like what this fellow is going to find out. So he's a little nervous, a little sort of This is
kind of rather not be there. In some ways, I mean, not.
He'd rather not be experiencing this particular like phenomenon. Like
Right.
he'd be fine if it was happening to Huck, but
Right.
like Huck is magic. Like that makes sense. Like I'm just a poor little halfling who likes to steal things.
Yep. Okay,
Like, I
cool.
did not deserve this.
All right. So what's Tristan doing during this time?
Hold on 1 second over there. He's very concerned to see if Onyx has just fallen or if he's dead. So, he will go to the edge of the.
I guess at this
of
point, I need to roll. I need to roll some saves for Onyx because it's been a
Yeah,
couple of minutes.
Yeah.
You guys to get there.
yeah.
Is it just straight up? No
Yeah, straight up.
bonuses or anything?
Straight up, sir. 10 over.
All right, so you're kind of walking around looking, trying to find Onyx, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you're looking around, you kind of pivot a little bit, and you see the horses and fear. Yeah. Roll me a wisdom check.
Okay. 13.
You see only the horses and fear.
I don't see more.
See the horses and fear.
Shadow gone.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Fear. Is Mark standing
What's
there?
that?
No, I yell over to Fear. I said, "Is Mort there with you, Fear?" I don't see him
You
anymore.
don't see
I don't see him either.
Mort, you hear them. You're standing right there.
Guys, I'm right here. And I'll go up to the dwarf and like edge towards him, like raise my arm way up high, which should be just high enough to get to the dwarf's line of sight, and try and wave my arm and hand in front of his line of sight. Anything?
You see Mort's disembodied hand waving in front of your face.
Okay. Hold on. Clearly, we've got more of a problem here than I thought. Still need to finish this ritual. And I'm going to track ahead because clearly there's magic to be detected.
All right. So your guy is he's kind of returned to his earlier not as focused state, Huckabus. He's just hovering there within a 5-6 feet of you. Tristan, you find Onyx lying in some tall grass.
Is he? Yeah, I go in. I go to help him up. Is he expired?
He is not expired.
Oh. Hey, buddy. I kind of rub his head a little bit, and
It was 3-2, FYI.
nice. Yeah. So so he's up with 1 hit point, right? That's what it would be.
No.
Oh no, he'd
Right?
be stable. No, he'd be stable, not with 1 hit point.
Right.
Right. So he's 0 hit points, but he's no longer dying.
Right, he's no longer dying. So, yeah, I kind of pick him up and I go over to back near where Fear is, and I go, yeah, it's gonna be something. And then I link into, so he's still alive. So I link into Onyx's mind, and I tell him to go back to the Feywild for a moment. And then when I cast him again, he'll be normal Onyx.
I don't think he can do that when he's unconscious.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to let him do that, that is absolutely fine. I don't have any issue with that, sir.
I wouldn't think you can, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have to get him conscious to be able to do that. That makes sense. So it's I go and I start looking around. Mort's not here at all. Like when I look for him.
That's correct.
What the hell is going on? Fair, what the hell is going
Are you
on?
just looking around?
Yeah.
Are you just looking around?
Yeah, I'm fully investigating what's going on here now. Now that you know, I mean,
What exactly are you doing?
I would like to use. I would like to investigate. Can I use investigation to kind of look around to see if I can find? Actually, it's probably more perception, wouldn't it be? See if I can find Mort. Because
Sure, give me a perception check.
11.
You don't see him, but more. You see, Tristan is like groping around and looking around, and it's acting like a general crazy person.
Yeah, and I keep calling your name. Mort, are you here?
Yeah, Tristan, right here.
I don't hear that, right?
You hear it? Yeah.
Wait, where? And I turn around and I keep doing that, like look over my shoulder thing to kind of see where you are, but I can't see you. I go. I think you're invisible.
Can I pick up a pebble and can I pick up a stick or something?
You want to be seen, right?
Yeah.
All right. He's over there. You see him now.
Huh.
Hey, that's a cool trick you can do now.
Wait, so you can see me now?
Yeah, you're right there. And I point to him.
Okay. Huh.
This is really strange.
It is very strange.
How much time has passed, Ken? Can we have waited the 10 minutes at this point now to see if we can
Sure.
know anything from fear?
Sure, unless Huck would like to do something in the 10 minute.
I don't take my eyes off of where Mort is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Trying to keep an eye on him, per se.
Okay.
Is Huck doing anything?
What's that?
Is Huck doing anything? That was where we
He's
were.
laughing maniacally.
Okay, cool.
Giggling like a schoolgirl.
Then we've.
So the 10 minute passes.
Okay.
Huck is staring lovingly into the creature's eyes.
You say lovingly?
Well, you were just laughing maniacally, so I figured I'd take DM caveat. So
Okay.
your 10 minutes is up, Fear.
Yep. So, what does the shadow look like with detect magic on?
Only the shadow knows, and it'll never tell.
It is magical.
Okay. School of magic.
What's that?
That's right.
Good question. I'm
And-
going to. Can I answer your question with the caveat that I may have to change it?
That's fine.
On slightly more research. Necromantic.
Okay. Does Mort also have a aura on him?
The same one.
Okay. And
And there are other auras based on what equipment folks have.
right.
Like
But
the
no, I'm looking
fire-
for his specifically, not the actual objects that he's carrying.
Right.
Would
I'm
knowledge?
talking about things you wouldn't expect.
Oh, okay.
Well, your character wouldn't
Right.
expect them either because he's not been around very long. But ignoring that, things that
Yeah.
that
No, I assume he's
Andy.
an adventurer and see that he's got various magical items. Cool. Knowing what I know about Shadowfell and the Nephews, is necromancy something?
I'm sorry, I was coughing. I didn't hear.
Shadowfell and the Netherese, is necromancy like their school?
They certainly, the Netherese certainly did a lot of necromantic stuff. Yes.
Okay. Well, Mort, it appears that you're linked to the thing. And it probably has something to do with our investigations of the Shadowfell.
Huh. That's interesting.
Might I also ask what you were thinking about when you disappeared?
I was just trying to be still, kind of stay out of the way.
Would you mind thinking like that again?
Sure. And I'll actually focus on trying to disappear. I mean, they're trying to. I'll think about not being seen if I can.
Okay. He blackens out.
Oh, that's a nice trick you got there. Try thinking about something besides hiding. Maybe you want him on one of these trees to catch on fire or something. Just see what else you can do.
Can I think about being tall?
You can think about it.
Sorry, no, that's what I was. So to Ken, I'm thinking about being tall. I wouldn't say that.
He becomes visible, but not tall.
Oh. Like, I look around. Oh. Only seems to do a few things. Mostly the invisibility thing. So when I do that, does the shadow creature do anything?
You don't see the shadow creature right now. He's gone.
Do I see where his aura is, or what happened to it?
I'm sorry. The one over near Huck is still there. The
Right.
one near Mort.
Right. What
Mort,
happened?
Mort has the same. Mort has the same aura as the shadow creature.
Right. So when he went invisible, when I asked him to, did the other aura disappear and like merge with him, move to where his location is?
He has that aura constantly at this point.
Right. But so there were two auras. There was the creature, the shadowy thing, and Mort. And then Mort thought about disappearing. So when Mort thought about disappearing, what happened?
No, hang on. No, hang on. Nope.
Okay.
When your spell finished.
So my spell lasts for 10 minutes.
Right. Well, when you finish casting your spell. Sorry.
Okay.
When you finish when you cast it, you looked around and the creature over near Huck and Mort had the same aura.
Okay.
You did not see Mort, the creature that has been following Mort around.
Okay. Don't see it anymore. Okay.
In essence, just to make it a little clearer, I think. So when you were casting the spell, Mort basically, I was trying to get at, and I think I correctly understood. He wasn't comfortable there, and he didn't want to be, he just kind of wanted to not be involved.
Uh-huh.
The creature took that and faded him out. That's why he couldn't be seen.
Right. So in essence, they've merged. And if I were to go and touch him right now, as I am doing, will that little black spot appear again?
A very tiny one does, yes. Not as big as what happened before.
Well, interesting things here. It's probably time to go check on Huck.
Yeah. So I'd like to. Now I'll stay visible, or I'll stay. I won't think about becoming invisible, and I'll start walking over towards Hecubus.
Yep. And I'll give Huck the warning that we're coming through, and not really pay attention to whatever he says back, unless it's not. Don't.
All right. So you guys head over. It's not very far.
Yeah.
Obviously. So you're all now around the bonfire. The four of you with Huck's friend. Making 5.
Hecubus, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just fascinated by this unusual fellow that seems to be haunting me.
Has he done anything to hurt you?
Not since debarking from the large stone creature that he emerged from.
So I don't want to alarm you, but I think there's one that was following me around as well. He seems to be in me.
Yeah, there's no might to that, buddy. It's in you.
I mean, he wasn't for a while, but can I? So, Ken, at this point, I'm going to think about him being next to me, or it, or her, whatever.
You want it not to be part of you?
I want to think of it as just standing next to me, being visible. I want to think of it being visible next to me,
Okay.
if I can. Well, I mean, that's what I'm thinking of, whether that works or not.
It kind of flows out of, you see it flow out of him and hovers next to him.
All right. Well, Huckabus stands and using something that none of you know he can do, he makes the bonfire flare up enormously. You do know he can do that. I don't know.
Control flames.
Well,
Yeah.
most of you probably don't know that. But the bonfire flares up enormously, and Huckabus declares out with a huge voice, "My name is Huckabus Norval, the both of you." And he looks at the two ghostly spirits. "Need to now announce yourselves."
In response to this, both of them float across. Well, one of them floats across the fire. The
Yeah.
other one kind of parallel, and they go to the edge of the clearing,
Oh, they're not approaching Huck? Damn it. That would have been more fun.
and they stop and wait.
Okay. Maybe I should have used a persuasion roll with that. I don't know. When Huckabus sees them over there, he actually just looks at them and kind of cocks his shoulder like, "Eh? You want to go? Where are we going?" And the bonfire diminishes but doesn't go out.
Right. So they begin to kind of move back and forth into the edge of the woods.
I suggest we follow him.
Oh, Huck absolutely follows. If they're moving away from the clearing.
Mort will go as well.
So they hover through the woods. They you follow them for quite some time. Eventually, they emerge from the woods at the town or the village. Everybody, make me a perception check.
Gonna fail. 1.
That's 20.
Uh, 24.
All right. Those who didn't roll crap,
Huck rolled a
See,
14.
there is a beautiful ship docked in the harbor. They continue leading you down to the dock. Somebody had a 24, is that right? That was the highest?
Actually, I had a nat 20 with my perception would be a 27.
Okay. You see the ship is a very dark gray wood. The name on the ship is in a silver, kind of a silvery paint. And I'm going to text you the name, and you can do with it as you will.
Okay.
Oh,
That was
my.
Andy, right?
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
You can see this from pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm trying to. Okay, let me think. Yeah, I think we should head towards the ship, and as we do, or so sorry. Once I can make that out,
Yep.
I want to focus on whatever that shadow creature is being in me again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, kind of to see if it works still on command.
What do you?
And also, it's not like floating through the town.
And you're wanting what?
So if I can, I want to think about my shadow buddy being inside me.
You think about that, nothing seems to happen.
Oh. Can I walk up to it and touch it?
Yep. Well, you can't actually touch it. Your hand passes through it. You can walk up and reach your
Can
hand.
I like walk through it so like I take up its space and then see if it comes with me?
It does not.
Oh. Okay.
And all this time, you're still moving towards the docks, everyone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
probably a couple minutes away at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Tristan's carrying Onyx over his shoulder, kind of like fireman style.
Okay.
So is Huck's shadow like halfling sized and Mort's shadow like medium humanoid sized?
They're both humanoid sized
Okay.
when they're free floating.
Okay, so one of them is not actually Mort sized.
Right.
Okay.
You're probably about a minute away from the docks now.
I think we should head over to that silver ship over there.
You begin to see you can see activity on the ship.
Like Pinochle tournament or
They're
Loading
playing
up.
Bloody Knuckles. If anybody remembers that.
I hated that game.
But Mavis liked it.
Yeah, she did.
Is that the slide a quarter across the table at someone's knuckles?
It was a card game that Mavis played back in Neverwinter. Made a nice chunk of change. She was gambling.
$5-6 grand or
She was
something.
gambling her fingers against gold.
Huh. I will pass. Need my fingers.
All right, so you get a few minutes away. Not a few minutes away. You get down very close to the ship, and now everybody can see the name. I'll let Mort pass it along.
Yeah, so I think you see the ship named Makana there. I think that's the one we want.
Wait, what did you say the name of the ship is?
The Makana.
Oh. Does that strike a chord to anybody? To me?
You look at it, you think it might be pronounced Mechana.
Is there a deus or an X around it?
Huckabus gives a deep, deep sigh and says, I think I have some connection to these people. He doesn't sound happy about it.
Oh.
Is it the same connection that I
Come on now, Mort. You was there. They beat
Okay.
the fuck out of you over it.
The what? I didn't hear the last thing you said, Carl.
They beat the fuck out of you, Mort.
Wait.
Lady Machina, it's
Yeah. No, but I don't remember them beating the. Like they saved us.
Huckabus looks at you funny. and wonders what you remember.
Right. So we were fighting demons, and then Lady Machina basically fought the demons. Saved us. It was kind of world-ending, which was great. But yeah, Lady Machina was trying to protect. There was the book. Lady Machina wanted to basically hide it or protect it from being used to open up the rifts. Like Lady Machina was on our side, I thought.
Huckabus gives you a big ol' like eyebrow arch and says, "If that's how you remember it, then let's go see how they like us now."
Well, is this how this is being said outwardly, right?
Oh yeah. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
you don't
remember
have a
that
fucking
differently?
clue.
There.
Oh, you don't have a clue.
No, I know he doesn't. Do you remember that account differently?
Only Andy and only Mort and I were there.
Right. Well, I understand that, but is your story contradictory to what Mort just said?
I guess.
Right. Yeah. So Huckabus, what do you remember?
Some of their followers took you into some alleys and beat you senselessly until
There was one in a hotel room.
yeah. Hotel room is being generous.
No, that was actually at the inn.
Right.
And yeah,
You're right with this, Mort, yeah? That's all I'm asking.
the
Archivist has no problems here. He could
Right.
but I'm worried about you, my friend.
the goddess herself seems to be on the side that I want to be on.
Yes, all right, then.
Yeah, was not biggest fan of all of her followers.
I understand that, and I'm not going to say I'm not complicit in some of those problems, because I was complicit in some of those problems. I will admit that to you. But if we want to approach this ship, shit, it's a way off this shit hole.
Right. I mean, I think the goddess herself is a good creature, being, like element of the world. Isn't to say that like there's not issues, but my recollection was that of the two sides, she was the one trying to save the world.
You do see Huckabus playing with his rattle to see if it will rotate a little bit to get us out of this, which from the DM's perspective, I'm assuming it does not. And he will shrug and say, "Well, Mort, I wish you to lead on. I follow graciously."
So Huckabus, you're playing your rattle, kind of hoping that it'll rotate, and
Take us away, Calgon.
it does rotate.
Oh, shit.
You feel it crank in your hand,
That sucks.
but nothing happens.
Okay. He just ends with that, saying, "It's. I'm following you, Mort. You're our liege right now. I don't know how these fellows feel, but I'm following you."
How do you guys feel? Fear? Tristan?
Have we heard anything about Machina?
You wouldn't have, no.
Oh, come on, religion check. Let him try.
Not being from this dimension. Nope.
Okay.
Shit.
And the same goes for Tristan. I can't roll religion to see if I know anything about Lady Machina.
Nope.
Thanks for the reminder.
Did you show up here, or were you before the Netherese?
No. I showed up on the ship where
That's right. Nope. Yep. No clue.
no clue. Okay, very good.
No clue.
So Fear's super on board. It's a
I
mysterious
tell you what, you can both roll on a natural 20.
Then you get it.
Nope, 18. No.
But yeah, Fear's super excited to get on the boat, get moving. Also, it looks mysterious and magical, and that's all exciting.
Yeah. Tristan also is interested. He definitely thinks Mort is the more credible of the two people.
Fair enough. Perfectly fair.
So you get on the ship. You'll see
Yes.
that it is crewed by more of these creatures.
What creatures?
Right. So
Once you get home, what's that?
I was gonna say, so I'd make my way up to the gangplank and try and find someone to talk to and basically see about procuring passage.
Once you all go up the gangplank, is that what you said?
Yep.
You go up the gangplank.
Yeah.
Anybody not going up the gangplank?
Nope.
Well, I'm right behind Mort.
All right. As soon as you all get up the gangplank, they pull it in, and they begin turning this enormous crank in the middle of the ship, and it begins to back out of the dock.
So you kind of mentioned something. I don't know if you meant to or not, but so as we walk out, like, what kind of people are manning this? Is it dwarves?
I did mention, you missed it. No, it's the same creatures. More of these shadowy things.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so I saw that. I heard that, and I wasn't sure if that was something we would have noticed walking up the gangplank.
Yes, yeah.
Once, twice, 3 times, some suckers.
Right. So
If you'd like to change, you're welcome to. If it wasn't clear, if you want to do something different, that's fine.
We're on that ship. Let's go.
I was gonna say, yeah. Based on my experiences with the shadow creatures, I would probably still keep going on the ship, but I don't know if the others would.
Nope.
I've said repeatedly, I'm right behind you, brother.
Yeah. And Tristan follows as well.
All right. So you all get on the ship. They commence backing out of the thing. Once they get clear of the dock, these gossamer sails are raised, and they begin sailing off into the sea. After a few moments, a human emerges from the cabin, the captain's cabin.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. What emerges?
Human.
A human.
Okay.
He I need Huck to make me a perception check. You can have advantage.
Okay. Give me 20 seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to take dogs in to feed them. Terrible. And nat 20.
Nat 20.
Thank you, advantage.
Amen.
All right, so this fellow's about 5'10", short crop, blonde hair, greenish eyes. It takes you a moment for it to register. The face kind of rebuilds itself in your mind. You have to shift it. Hang on a second.
Good.
And then you need to check your messages.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh. Keep going. I don't know what that means. Help me out, Ken.
I'm working on it.
Committing or
I'm
connect.
working on it.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yep. Huckabus, surprising to all of his, well, actually, really only to Mort, because Mort's the only one that knows him, really. Huckabus kind of seems to melt a little bit and look disturbingly longingly at this human who just emerged.
Huckabus, are you okay? Do you know this person?
If Mort is close, Huck is actually going to put his hand on Mort's shoulder and buckle to his knees and go, yeah, this is either magnificent or horrible. I don't know. I don't know this.
The gentleman walks up to Huckabus and offers him his hand. Says, "Come now, Huckabus."
Soon as he
Someone that
extends his hand, Huckabus is going to grab it in both his hands and kiss it as if kiss the hand, not the palm, the back of the hand.
No, that's not necessary.
Why?
Please stand up, friend.
It's too much. This is too much. Where are you?
Yes.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Ha!
I thought that'd be fun.
You know as well as I do, Huckabus, that much like yourself, I come from nowhere.
When he
That's
said
where we're going.
Huckabus's face grows hard and distant.
That's where we're going. There's
Been nowhere.
someone there that you very much want to meet.
He has
Who is
released.
this man you're talking to, Huckabus?
He's released his hand, and again his face has grown hard and said, "What? Who do you mean?"
All in good time, my friend.
Mine.
All in good time. And then at that point, the scene of course fades to black because it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Ken, always
Yeah.
running a
Always
great
good.
show.
Yeah, that's good. A lot of fun. A lot of mystery.
Tune in 2 weeks for answers.
Damn it! 2 weeks? No.
When we're scheduled,
I have a date with George Thorogood next week.
Oh, hey. You shouldn't miss that, man. That's gonna be awesome.
What's up?
He said he's
I
going
have
to
a
see
date with
Thorogood
George
next week.
Thorogood and the Delaware Destroyers.
Are you
It's gonna be
kidding
awesome.
me?
Nope.
I cannot stand George Thorogood, nor the Destroyers.
And then you cannot come with me.
Bad. Turn off the feed so I can do that 16 more times. Because that's every song.
That was a lot of fun, gentlemen.
Yep. It's good to be back.
It was very nice to be back.
so the plan is the
Hopefully I
30th
can.
next.
Yeah, not next week, but the week after.
Right.
Or
Okay.
somebody missing the other week in there.
Yeah, 30th, yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Nope.
That sounds great. We'll be
Goodbye.
back for that game.
Andrew, Brianna, Royce.
Good night, kids.
I'm not so sure your person didn't come back, Andrew.
All right. Bye live.